Hello, hello, and welcome to GG Speedrun's 3rd anniversary to benefit CDKL5. I am Skunky48, world-renowned speedrunner. Literally dozens of people know about me. Hope everybody's having a good day. This is Steel Assault. Steel Assault came out about a month or two ago. Made by Zenobia Interactive and Tribute Games. I watched it, I saw the artwork, I fell in love with it, I played it, I loved it even more, I speedran it, I loved it even more. Beautiful game, beautiful pixel art, awesome soundtrack, many different difficulties you can pick from. We're going to be using SNES style controller I've got rigged up. We've got a double jump, we've got a grapple which can be used to extend the jump duration and also grapple things in any direction we choose. We've got a slide which is down and jump to do that. So that brings a challenge to do everything smoothly, to slide instead of jump. Each screen seems to be based off a cycle, so if something goes wrong earlier in the screen, it gets all messed up and we're going to have to improv. Luckily, the normal category refills our health very often, so we shouldn't have to worry about health. This game is awesome. Even the auto-scrolling sections are awesome. So let's get started. I'm going to clear my file here, and we'll give a countdown. Mr. Dino, if you're ready, I'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to mash through the text here, try and get some tight slides off. Quick kill on that little sub-boss there. He usually separates into two pieces. We also have a melee attack. If you're close enough to an enemy and use the attack, you do a melee attack. Here's the Grapple Practice session. This stuff's going to go really fast, so I'm going to try to keep up with it. And the commentary. And again, we'll be sliding as often as possible. We cannot slide infinitely. There's a little bar that recharges. But sliding is a little bit quicker than walking. Alright, here's going to be the first power-up we grab, is an electricity. It gives us a little extended range in our attack. You can see the little sparks coming off there in the whip. We'll try and position ourselves just right here for this boss here. Falcon, Eagle, whatever it may be. We're going to say Falcon. He can give a bunch of different patterns, one of which he goes into the background and we can't hit him. We'll see which pattern we get. Alright, one of the more favorable patterns. So down goes stage 1. The beginning of stage 2 flows extremely well if everything goes right. We'll see if we get it. Beautiful, let's go. Got the preemptive hit on this boss here. We're going to try and bait his target to the middle, so that we can stand on the side and take him down. Now he's down. Little tree climbing action here. We'll grab a power-up, which is the electricity again. There's only 2 power-ups in the game. One I have now is a shield. It gives us 2 hits without taking damage. Here's health. We didn't need it. We'll be trying to use melee attacks a lot on this run to conserve electricity, because electricity is very useful for the bosses. A little preview of the sub-boss coming up here. Fires a laser at us. And here's an example of the grapple extending the jump. So melee attack on these drones, the red ones. And we're going to try and bait out the attacks from the orange ones so that they're in spots where they're not going to be annoying to us. Get on land here, sub-boss incoming. Quick kill with the electricity and good timing. Tough grapple section, we got what we wanted there. Alright, a lot of damage boosting here. Through these waterfalls. Backwards damage boost there. Slide through this guy. Try not to get hit with any missiles. A couple more damage boosts here. And we're on to the boss. This boss has a lot of spots where he's not vulnerable. So we gotta use really good timing here. And it took me a while to figure this out on my first playthrough, but you gotta go down underneath and grapple at one point. Decent kill, decent kill. Again, a lot of variety in this game. Beautiful bosses, beautiful levels. Rain in the background, the lightning. And on to level 3 we go. This one's got a fun part here after the first screen. We'll show you what that's all about. A little bit of platforming here. Okay, hit there, not a big deal. Okay, here's the turret section with the dragon tank. See if we can get the quick kill on it. Not extremely ideal, but not bad either. Okay, then the center becomes vulnerable. And in normal percent, there's a lot of damage boosting, which makes it for a really comfortable speedrun. And once you get familiar with the mechanics, it's just really fun to play. So the power-ups, you can hit them to change them to, or in between the shield and electricity. There's another one up here in case we grabbed the wrong one earlier, but we are looking for the electricity. These big yellow robots, they just keep returning, but I do like to play around with them a little bit. And we use melee attacks on random items so that we can recharge our electricity, which is the half-circle meter around the face icon in the top left. So this part really tests your understanding of how the grapple works. This was a very scary section in my first playthrough, but now it's one of the more fun ones. Try and get an early transition here. Got it? Alright, tough section here. Alright, made it through. Alright, this boss has two phases, an eagle and a something else. Not sure what it is, but we're gonna see if we can get the quick kill on them. We have enough electricity to make it happen. Major Clayton Harris. Okay, first phase down. Melee attack on the little bird he lets out to recharge our electricity a little bit. Try and get 5 hits here. Okay, we're good. We have enough electricity to finish out the quick kill if we're good with our rhythm. Done. Good level, good kill, and we're on to level 4, which starts out with a bit of an auto-scroller, but it goes faster the faster you kill the enemies. And we're on a boat, and we get a turret, and there's awesome music. Alright, some really tight platforming coming up here. We'll see if we get it. And a lot of these enemies have that take more than one hit have different durations of iframes. So you have to really get familiar with which enemies you can mash on and which ones you have to take a little time with and get a rhythm going. Rhythm on this tank here is important. Got confused of where I was. Squeeze a couple of slides in here. Alright, so we're going to go for a death warp after this little helicopter section here, which can crash the game. We're going to try and be safe about it, but it does save 5 or so seconds. It skips some dialogue. Here's hoping. That should be safe. Got it. Let's go. Alright, two-part boss coming up here. Or they're both parts at the same time, rather. I just say the little one and the big one. We're going to take the little one down first. Alright. Not a bad fight, not a bad level. Yeah, hot jams indeed, I agree. Love the soundtrack to this game. Alright, so everybody's favorite part in any retro-style game, the mandatory and loved elevator section. Not bad there, not bad there. Alright, on to another big mech boss here. Really odd iframes on this one. That was a really good fight. That might be my best fight ever there. Really nice. Is it really a retro game if it doesn't have an elevator section? No. Really not. What are you even doing if you don't have an elevator section? Towards the end of the game. Has to be towards the end. Here's a bit of an auto-scroller, but it continues scrolling once you clear each screen. So we're going to be clearing these turrets out as fast as possible. Grab our electric power up here. This will really help with a couple of these screens. If we can pull it off. We can duck under these thrusters here. Okay, try and use melee attacks on the drones. Recharge our electricity. Okay, one more screen here. You don't need to kill that big one for some reason. Alright, one last platforming section. These white tank drones, or bots, are pretty tough to get past. Give us a good pattern there. Little early slide there. Ooh, got past that one. Nice. Alright, we're going to try and get 4 slides in here. Little lightsabers in the background there. Pretty cool touch. And on to the last set of bosses. There's a big mech, and there is the general. We can get 3 hits on each round of this this mech if we time it just right. But he can give us some unfavorable patterns where he's invulnerable for a short period. We'll see what he gives us here. Time will be on the last hit of the next boss. And I'll yell time. Really unfavorable pattern here, but... we took him down pretty quick there. And on to the general. Last hit of the general will be time. He's got 2 phases where he stays on the ground for a while, and then he electrocutes the ground, and we have to throw a grapple. And time. I can't believe it! How did you? I'm Skunky48. This was Steel Assault. I would appreciate if we've got time. Listen to these jams at the end. Listen to these jams at the end. And I'll narrate. General Pierce is dead. You finally got your revenge. It doesn't feel like I got much of anything. Many people are still in danger. Pierce still has clusters of followers vying for power around the country. Well, now that we have this battleship, why don't we pay them a visit? Thank you so much, GG Speedruns, for having me. Always a fun time on your stream and in your marathons. Thank you for all the hard work behind the scenes that you do. Mr. Dino, Kralos, everybody else involved. I appreciate it, and I'm very thankful that you had me on and I got to show off Steel Assault. Hope everybody enjoys the remainder of the marathon. And thank you to Zenovia and Tribute Games for making this little masterpiece. Hooray, we did it! Yes, thank you all. The end. Goodbye.